Red letter Christians are people who take the words of Jesus seriously. I can't help but reflect on Shane Claiborne speaking to 15,000 Christian youth workers and saying, "You're about to hear the greatest sermon ever preached." Everybody was kind of aghast at the seeming arrogance of Shane, but he opened the Bible and read the 5th, 6th, and 7th chapters of Matthew, the Sermon on the Mount. And when he finished, he said, "We'll all agree, won't we? That is the greatest sermon ever preached." And then he paused and said, "But none of us are going to take that seriously." What a shock. Indeed, that's the good question. Are we going to take the words of Jesus seriously? I mean, his requisites for the person who wants to be his follower. I mean, I got to tell you, they're severe. Read the 10th chapter of Mark. Read the Sermon on the Mount, calling upon us to love our enemies, which probably means we shouldn't kill them, saying that we should show mercy. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. That means we'd be opposed to capital punishment. If you take the words of Jesus seriously, you will end up espousing a radical countercultural value system. Stop to think of living in a consumeristic society such as we live in, and hearing the words of Jesus, who says, "Take no thought for what you shall eat and what you shall drink, and wherewithal you shall be clothed. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness." Seeking the kingdom of God rather than the kingdom of the consumeristic culture in which we live. Red letter Christianity is a call to a more simple lifestyle, a refusal to engage in the violence of our age. It's a commitment most of all to the poor. There are people who come into this movement from a variety of different theologies, but the one thing that we all concur on is this. We all concur that Jesus calls us to a lifestyle that is very, very carefully laid out in his words. To be a red letter Christian is to say, I'm going for the rest of my life to press towards that mark of living more and more like Jesus has called us to live in the red letters of the Bible.